So you might be asking yourself how content strategy and content marketing play into this. What are they? What's the difference between content strategy and content marketing? Well, if you think about lean content as the process of finding the reliable, authentic, direct language that converts users to customers, then content strategy establishes how the reliable, authentic, direct content will extend to more channels. This is how we as a company will take what we know works, what we know is connecting with the customers, and make sure that it's part of all of the digital properties that they might be interacting with. That's one of the things that Zappos is actually best known for. Zappos has done experiments to find that, for example, its videos, whenever it has videos of its products, help to sell products. They actually help to cut down on the number of returns too. But they also have found that wrapping all of their product information in great specific content that also includes reviews and how things actually fit and whether customers had their expectations met, continue to form a trusting relationship to take one buyer and make that buyer a repeat buyer and actually increase the reach of that buyer. That buyer now tells friends. Here's the mobile view of the Zappos site. Again, the product is front and center, but much of the content that exists on the web experience is part of the product description. They even continue their same reliable, authentic, direct content in their language about free returns. This is an important part of content strategy, is ensuring that what we know works and connects us with customers doesn't get lost over time as more people are added to the process. For example, after I make a purchase, I see my order number, but I also see some fun language. Dear Steph, just wanted to let you know we've received your order and absolutely love what you've picked. So I feel good about my purchase. When my purchase is shipped, they say, guess what? Your order is shipped and is on its way. Here's your tracking number so you'll know exactly when to expect it. This could easily be content written in a much more technical way, but it's not. The content strategy ensures that there's a singular voice, that it's clear, that it comes through, and even something as simple as a shipping notification. And if something goes wrong and I need to return something, they continue the same voice. Hello, Steph. Aw, nuts. We're sorry that didn't work out, but we'll try to make the return process super easy. That's what I want to hear as a customer. That's what helps me to feel trust and to feel loyalty toward a company. We see that Zappos also transitions its voice to the physical products. When you receive the box, it has its values printed right on the side. And Tony Hsieh is so confident about the role of culture in its company's growth that he wrote a book called Delivering Happiness, where he says that culture has been a true path to profits, passion, and purpose. The content strategy is set as a reflection of the culture, and it becomes a part of all of its interfaces. So what is content marketing then? Well, content marketing puts into action the content strategy. It produces the reliable, authentic, direct content in more channels. Let's take a look at Moosejaw, for example. Content marketing shows up in little microcopy in every single interface you might see. For example, instead of just asking you to sign up for their newsletter, Moosejaw says, we'll send you great discounts, contests, and a list of the best mimes in Portland. We'll give you 10% off your next order just cause. This is marketing. This is asking you for an email address, but it shows you that it's got a direct, authentic, reliable voice. As you scroll down, that same kind of voice shows up in everything, including the call-outs. If we look at the product page, we see, again, more of the marketing. Here's a free gift card, but they use the word almost in front of it, just to be funny. When will I get it? They use this language instead of any sort of technical language about how shipping works. Why buy? Since you asked. My mom likes these. I mean, this is marketing. This is a fun heading that starts to display a personality. Over and over again, you see this, even custy reviews instead of customer reviews. This is the kind of language that helps to build trust between the customer and the company. When you receive an email from Moosejaw, they continue, again, way to go, you've won the best email receipt we've sent out all day. That's the sort of language that makes you feel good, but also helps you understand who this company is. Thank you. Here's another receipt. Please tell none of your friends about the great stuff you bought. We're trying to keep Moose Jaw a secret. Sarcasm. This is part of this company's culture. But we know that, and it continues through all of the experiences. Even trying to understand how the rewards points works. They say our mean lawyer wants us to tell you that you earn 5 points for every dollar you spend on sale items. Personality. It's authentic. The packing labels are authentic. I put your order together all by myself. That's what this says. Content marketing thinks about all of those small touches where someone can actually have a more delightful experience and yet at the same time still be in line with the content strategy of the organization. Now, a key part of great content marketing is understanding whether or not this content continues to work. We knew that it worked in the beginning, we set a strategy around it, we produced a bunch of content, and now we need to measure if it is still engaging and converting the customer.